Okay, good evening, Flosstubers. Today we are on Sunday, the 4th of December. I actually had to think about that there, but yeah, it's actually the 4th. Yeah, it's the 4th of December. It's Sunday night. So I thought I'd do a quick little video just of, because I have a finish. I'm very excited. I thought I'll just do that just now, talk about that and a couple of other things, and then I'll probably wait and I'll add more to this video later in the month when I've got a bit more to show on what I've done after the finish. So to start with, I'm now going to present to you that was my reindeer flying off the chair. My gorgeous girl, my mini Sea of Roses artwork by Selena Fennick. Is that Fennick? Aye, Fennick. And I absolutely love her. So I'm now going to show you in all her glory. There she is. Now this was done for 10 point. It was done 28 count, 2/110 stitch. Which I've done a couple of heads. I did the very first one I started. I did on a 25 count, 1/1, and hated it. I was like, oh my god, this is awful. It's the coverage was rubbish. I was all squint. It was just, I ripped it up. Beautiful Queen of Hearts. I did one page and thought, this is ridiculous, it's going to take forever. Ripped it up, chucked it out, left it alone. Went back. I then did another one. I did my, and over here on the wall, oh, I'm a bit more, there we are. That is my Quick Stitch Rachel Anderson Twilight Shimmer. That was stitched on 28 but 2/2, which was fine to start with, but oh my god, as it went, no, I think it might have been on 25 count 2/2, can't remember. Anyway, as I got on with it, it got a really, really tight squeeze. So I learned not to do that again. I then did another one on 18 count, a story keep on 18 count, which is really nice because it made it really quite big. But I have experimented and I have found the 28 count 2/1 is the way to go. So I will try and give you a little close up of her. She's just so gorgeous. I love it. But now it needs to go. It's great seeing it in them. Really good. Sorry, I'll stop shaking about. So she's now going to get put away. Well, saying put away, she's now going to get a nice wash because she's probably really filthy. I'll give her a little wash. And then I'm going to take, hopefully I'm going to take her to the frame shop and get a frame very similar to this one. But she's not going to go up in here. She'll go up in my hole. So that was her. I was so pleased with her. So she'll get put away. So the only other thing then really it was just to show that so I can get her washed and put away. And then what else happened? I got a couple of fabrics of the month come in. This is the most recent one. It's really rubbish trying to show you colours on this. It just doesn't ever really look like. This is a very, very soft, doesn't really look like anything there. It's a minty green colour from Sparklies. I asked to change over to 32. I'd got some 28, but I went for 32 because I thought I'll use this from Memorabilia. Don't know which Memorabilia. I might use it for her. This is Venetian Opulence, which I don't know. I saw her in something and was like, oh, and then again I saw someone who stitched it up recently, and oh my god, it looked amazing. I can't remember if it was in Stitch Mania. If someone I saw it recently again stitched up, and I was just like, oh, I really, really want to start that now. My only thing is that the greens go really well with it all, but there's only, I may change, yeah, thinking about that now that I'm thinking about it, because it would look really good on the green, but the only bit is this bit here, which is the same similar colour. So I suppose I could change that up and maybe make it, I don't know, maybe make it more of a purple or something. Something to think about, which would then contrast really well because I do like that green and I think it would look really nice on that. Something to think about. So that was all I got. I got that, and then I bought some DMC. I got last because so-and-so had their Black Friday Fibre Monday thing on, so they were selling DMC at 49p, which was great. So I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna stock up. I'm just gonna do it. So I sat last weekend and I methodically went through all my whips. I've got where I'm pointed to down there and sitting in my stage chairs, all my stuff. So I sat and I thought, right, I'll go through all my whips because it doesn't seem to matter. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but I know when I start a whip, I get all the fabric, I get all the threads, put them in there, and yet, so for some reason, when you come to get that thread, it's just not there. It's just gone. It's like missing socks. It's like, where did that go? It was there. I've ticked it off. I know I had it. And so anyway, I methodically went through them all, made sure all threads were there. I then took, I'm going to have a couple of new starts. I've got one new start for the Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas. I've sat with Stitch Mania, 12 Days of Christmas. None of them have got anything to do with Christmas. I'm really... It's very thin, the connection between the 12 things and what I'm doing, but I think I've managed to fill all 12 places. But I'm going to start with a new start. Well, that'll be on Christmas Day, because that, to be honest, I probably will. I was thinking, Christmas Day, will I get any stitching done? And I'm like, actually, I probably will, because it's not like my children are really that interested. They'll come down, get what they want, and disappear up to their rooms again until it's time to get fed. So I'm going out for... I signed up to do a run that morning because there's a local park run. I thought, I'll get up, nobody else will be up. I'll go out and do that on Christmas morning, and then I plan to come back and do my new start. Very excited about it. So I made sure I got all the threads for that, and then I've got one other new start, which I will start on January again, Stitch Mania. It's like the year of start things, but it's like you start one on the 17th of each month. I thought that's great. And it's for wedding sampler. Well, it's going to be a little wedding. It's not really a wedding sampler, but it's going to be for friends, work colleagues, wedding. So it's just a little one. So I should in theory. Our wedding's the end of March. Yeah, I've done no problem. So that was me. So I did all that. So that's the only stash I really got. That I don't, like I said, I'm not a big buyer of stuff. I have 100 and something on my Pinterest board that I want. I keep adding to that. And I'm a bit of a sucker for having an S sale. But I think I've pretty much got everything I want from there as well. There's a couple more I still want, but that's it. I've always been like that. I'm the same with everything. I only buy what I need. I just don't, but I've decided that next year, I've decided to start a lot of stuff. I've decided I've got lots of nice stuff in my stash. They're just sitting there. They're never going to get finished if I never start them. They're still probably never going to get finished, but they're definitely never going to get finished if I don't start them. So I'm just going to start, have lots of whips. I really don't care. Then I can just pick and choose, but I just think, I feel sad for them. They're up the stairs in a box, being neglected. They should be down here in the body of the Kirk. They should be down here with all their friends waiting to be stitched. They might only ever get a few there, but that's where my plan is for 2017. Just keep starting stuff. That's it. The only other thing I bought that it's kind of stitch related in a kind of way, but was one of the best things I ever bought was the little Google Chromecast. I saw it and I thought, because I have Netflix and I have all that stuff. I never really watched it because it was too much for pay. I didn't really want to watch it on my phone, and I could watch it on the telly with a cable. Anyway, this thing's brilliant. You stick it in the back of your telly, you plug it in, bang! You can use everything from your phone. So the bonus with that is not only can I watch Netflix, I can watch YouTube. So I sat and watched my Flosstube, and my husband's just like looking at me going, you're sitting watching people talking, this is what you watch. They're just sitting there talking about this. And I'm like, mm-hmm. He's like, okay. So he just leaves me to it, and I'm like, yep, you're not going to get it. I get it. I enjoy it. So it's been great. Good afternoon then. This is now December the 11th. So I thought I would just carry on. I was rudely interrupted in my last video by my camera. My phone deciding to tell me that my memory was all full. I think he was trying to tell me something. It was like, stop talking. So I think I was just talking about the Chromecast. It's been great. I get to watch Flosstube now. I can put it on the telly while I'm pottering about doing other stuff. It's great. Great for catching up and really good. I'd watched, if anyone likes kind of period dramas, I watched The Crown. Oh my god. It was so good. If you like Downton Abbey, but actually it's a league above Downton Abbey. It was so good. And the fact of this, it's real. It's based on a real story. So it was quite fascinating actually what they've done with it. Thoroughly recommend it. So I can binge watch that over 2 nights. I'm very tempted to just watch it all again. So that's where I was at. So last time I was telling you about the first bit of the video, I was telling you about the finish, and then I'd started something else. So continued on with something else. So I have been continuing on with my dasher, my Nora Corbett dasher. I'm saying that. I'm just going to check. Yes, it is dasher. I think I did donor last year. I can never remember. One reindeer is very much like the next. So dasher, I am now. I will insert a picture now where I was, because I started it during the Stitch Mania, so I'd just done a tiny little bit. So this is where it was at, and this is where it's at now. Oh, I just take it out. So I have completed. I have a dasher. So it's looking good. Oh, it's a bit bent there. So I actually have. Yeah, that's my dasher there. So obviously I've completed his body. All this bit here now is all the big gaps here, and actually where all the beads go. And then, so I've started the border. So that just goes obviously right the way around. And then I've just got the beading to do. I've got like the back stitch and the beading to do. And when I say I've got the beading to do, I actually need to now go and buy the beads. So I'm hoping that this week I'm going to, well, today and tomorrow I'll work on it. Tonight or tomorrow, sorry, I will sort out the beads. Because I'll have a look and see what I need. And I'll substitute probably quite some of them just to match up, because oh my goodness, it takes quite a lot of beads and it'd be like ridiculously expensive for quite a small design. I realised that with the one I did last year. So the only ones I will buy will be the big ones. I don't know what the proper names are. It needs, yeah, you get Mill Hill Treasures. The Mill Hill beads I'll just try and change. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And then there's 4 different Mill Hill Treasures, but you need 2 packets of each of some of them. Oh my god, it starts to add up a bit. So I'll have a look at the beads and chop them out, but I'll probably get treasures because they looked really, and on my donor they do look really nice, and obviously they need to fill in there. So that's what I've been working on, and that is stitched on Sparkly's Charcoal Slate Opalescent. So I can't see if you can see, it's sparkly, it's a little bit, let's see if I can just show you. Yeah, that's probably about it, if you can see that. It's grey, kind of mottled and sparkly, and it's so perfect for it. So I've done those 2, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to work on that this week. It seems to have stitched up a lot quicker than the one I did last year, I don't know why. Obviously there's still quite a bit on, so you'll see there, you see, so he's got all these beads there. All around here is a lot of beading and a lot of kind of sparkle bits. I probably, going from experience from last year, I got fed up and I thought it was far too much. So I'll just limit some of this because there's a lot there. It's nice having, I'll certainly do the ones across him, but I get bored. I go, oh no, I've had enough, I want to get done. Because I want it done for next week. I have the frame for it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it done and it'll be out in time for this Christmas. And so I'll have Dash at one side of the fireplace and Dorner at the other side of the fireplace. And then next year, I'll pick another one. So that was that. That's all I've been working on, really, the last couple of weeks. Great amounts of time to do stuff. I'd taken a day off on Thursday off my work. My husband's working all day, so I was like, I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to have a stitch day home. Yeah, that didn't happen. I thought I'll do a couple of things in the morning, and then by the time I came back and I had to do stuff on the computer related to stuff I did in the morning, and that was about 2 o'clock, and then I ended up getting my electrician in, which was really good because now I've got all my lights and everything sorted back in my hall. But by the time he was faffing about doing stuff, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock, and then I made dinner, and then I sat down to do, I thought, great, well, I've got a few hours before husband comes home. I'll sit and stitch in the evening, and then I had to go and rescue my wayward daughter from a situation, and oh my god, yeah, that was my night ruined. So that was that. So I'm hoping this afternoon I'll get touched. I'm going to put my tree up today. I've had to go and I'll just show you a minute. This is where my tree is at the moment. Scattered all over my floor. As I just took it out of the shed and it's a little bit wet. My shed is actually completely wrecked. But it's a shed. So I've had to empty it all out and try and dry it all off and let I feel really bad, all the little spiders and everything that had made their home in it in the last year, I've just dumped them unceremoniously onto the living room floor and they were flapping about going, ah! So hopefully they've all managed to go and find a new home somewhere. I felt really bad. I really don't mind spiders at all, and I've left them to go and rehome themselves. Sorry spiders, hope I haven't traumatised you too much. So plan is get the tree up this afternoon, get the deckies out, stitch. Maybe I'll do the tree tomorrow night. Though now that it's lying about the floor, I have to kind of get it out of the way. So that's it, stitchy wise kind of thing. The other thing I was going to show you was a finish I did. Well, it was part of a round robin a few years ago now. And I just thought I'd show you because it's going to go back up into my haul once I get my sticker things to put it back up with. My haul's all done now, my lights all back up, so I'm going to start putting stuff back up. So I thought I'll show you it now. So I'm going to try and see, oh god, yep, there we are. So that's in all its glory. Now this was framed, according to the frame, in 2009, so I think it was done probably in 2008. If memory serves me right, I think I actually went out and I got it framed really soon after it got done because I just love it. I loved it. My poor participants in the round robin maybe didn't quite love it quite as much as me. These are Teresa Wentzler Celtic knots. And so obviously it's 5 people. Now, from memory, I remember it was Karen who lived in Manchester at the time, Linda who lived in Oregon. Ali did one of these, Ali in Glasgow, well, she was in Glasgow at the time, she did one of these. I did the top one, and I'll put my hands up, and I can't remember exactly who it was. It could have been Mylene, I'm not sure exactly where it was, but it did go around the world and back again. And I just love it. They did such a good job. I mean, they were like, oh, holy crap, what have you given us? They were really struggling because it looks quite simple, but there's a lot of little, trying to how many you're looking at, and yeah, there's a lot of little like half stitches and everything like that and blends, and yeah, it's maybe a bit more complicated than they anticipated. Anyway, the end result was lovely. I've participated in a few round robins. I have enjoyed them. The only thing is sometimes it's kind of like you're wanting to work, and sometimes people choose like really big stuff and it takes you like weeks and you're like, okay, and you can't get to do anything else. Otherwise, I do enjoy it. I've enjoyed it. This is actually, but this is the only one I've actually like got finished and put up. I really, really like this one. So this one, because it goes, I was like, it goes that way as well, if you wanted. But it goes that way. And it goes back up at the top of my hall. So I thought I'd show you that. So that's it really. So I'm going to go now. Like I said, that's my plans today. So yeah, I'm going to have to do some of this tree now. Put it up. Stitch on my dasher, get that done, and I will be back and then ready to start, obviously, on the 25th, the Stitch Mania 12 Days of Christmas. So I'll be back after that and let you know how I'm getting on with it. Thank you all very much for all your comments and nice things. It's always very much appreciated. It's nice to know you're not just talking to yourself, that somebody's actually maybe listening to you. You know, it's really appreciated. I enjoy watching. I'm trying now to kind of, now that I can get to Flosstube on the telly, it's so much easier. So I'm really kind of catching up with everybody's stuff. So, au revoir for just now. And I'll speak to you again at Christmas.